but definitely Yudu are very spread and they're trying to push on this low T1. It's going to be hard.
It is, and it's so hard, right? You can say T1 shouldn't have let
drop down.
Yudu in here, but the drop shot comes through. Nice one by Missile with the Uzi. There you go. I lost my word, but Missile didn't lose his knockdown. Was of cracks. Trying to hold on and push it up north. Drop is still on the south side, Tim. Gonna have to push back. This is still a little bit of a stalemate, and Valdez is still inside the same.
Sent Ryzen first to get closer to the building of Orange Rock. But now the entirety of Bigatron, they gotta follow up with that move. They gotta try and get themselves inside, but the grenade coming out from Ryzen will not knock down and
who knows? The window. Let's see if it cooks up. I know it. But right, knocks it. Comes in for the building. Knocks it.
People call Gil the MVP of the lobby. Definitely deserved, but now he's going to prove himself. Can he allow Orange Rock to remain alive? As here it is, Zuxi. He is going for the push. Gil. Too long as Zuxi's going to be cooking up aid. I think the angle was going to be valid for him to actually get the knock, or indeed not be the case on the initial knock.
Teams in two separate fights, one on either side. It's absolutely incredible. Phase 7 closing in. Beats side, goes for the shots, but gets knocked down in return. And look, just trying to hold on and rising on the edge of the tip. Looks for Valdez and down he goes.
You do have a great third party on all this engagement. Got a lot of engagement on also Zuxi just a few seconds prior. We're trying to end this fight. Still got 14 in this one, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be insane. It's going to be huge. Already, even now Ryzen and Luxy are remaining, but still now we've got this sharing position between Yudu on the low ground and the rooftop over to T1. You will take this game, nobody knows right now.
And now Orange Rock are pinched between two teams outside the circle. Will actually make that 3 teams because T1 are still inside this game as BTR be fighting against the circle for last. Sidon gets knocked down from Yudu. Now the stalemate of that team fight between T1 and Yudu might start to kick off. Get to confirm the kill on the right, but he comes get job done and down go Rock.
Luxy only needed one more bullet to get rid of Scout, and it was done successfully. But have to drop down, but if they drop down they would have the high ground advantage. Also it's really depending on who responds in the better fashion. The circle did move away from the position. Oh no, you or also T1 getting rid of that team. There it is, the initial knockdowns will potentially come out. They got to move away from that position. And now that smoke ridge is actually going to be helping him out to hold a different angle that could spell destination for Yudu.
Yeah, indeed, and also Missile is going to look to throw out another smoke to give that level of protection to who's also proning behind a wall. But of course, where you see smoke, you can see grenade targeting, and that's exactly what Yudu are outside the window, but gets knocked down by Fredo.
That was, unfortunately, damage out. Fredo, the man with the deadly smile, and more dead weapons, is going to get a few nice knockdowns for himself. But here it is, the last member of Bigatron going to go for the push. ZZP's got to drop down eventually, but they do some work. They might just go. Those rocks, and Yudu trying to take control of this northern circle section.
Alright, the MK14's in the face of Yudu. Get eliminated. We're down to these 2 teams. It is the World Champions against the winner of the first 2 games of the World League East Super Weekend Day 1 as a grenade from Luxy. He's going to have to try and survive. It's going to be 1v3. It's just too much. And it's 3 games in a row for Yudu Gank.
It was just not extra mile on Miramar, and they take it once again. I mean, what a huge statement into this Super Weekend Imperium. I was not expecting this to come out on the 3 first games, but Yudu, they did the unthinkable.
Talk about, man, Yudu Gang 3 chicken dinners. It's just like, yeah, this is fine. We held on the Hacienda. We controlled the T1. Fine. BTR? Fine. Orange Rock? Fine. Just didn't matter.
They remain as a 4-man team at the very end. That was insane. But there you go, guys. We'll see you in a few seconds on the analyst desk.
Oh my god, Yudu Gank. We thought the back-to-back was impressive when it came to this lobby. 3 in a row. And it's not just 3 on any battleground, it's 3 on 3 different battlegrounds here. I guess now we know what the 3 dots in their logo means. It's a back-to-back-to-back Avenger. Huge stuff from Yudu Gank.
And you know what? I believe they're going to take a Chicken Dinner World Tour here.
As they do stand here so far.
It's crazy.
95 points after 3 games.
It's insane.
What's going on?
It's 31.7 points per game.
That's nuts.
It's
This is
a
nuts.
win and 11
math.
kills.
Don't do
an
math,
average.
Live.
Stop doing math. Let's take a look at the points. I mean, the stats from Yudu Gank here. After this game, we have them 1,800 damage, a respectable get. Look at his smile! It's Fredo. We have, that 1,800 damage done, 9 kills, 9 knockouts. It really did feel like, and not to, all jokes aside, it really felt like the hold from T1 should have worked for them. They backed off after 1 knock alone.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have committed more to the hold down.
I feel like, but you're also sorry for interrupting, Frost, but you have to remember how the terrain and the layout is around Hacienda. You have so many kind of more plateaus that are like evolving. You have some lower ground you can run to. If you get to those kind of rock sites, it staggers like it's like stairs basically, where you have a lot of cover to run with, and they played that perfectly. Yes, T1 could potentially have played more aggressive, I feel like, to make sure that they kind of shut that down, but I also feel like they're respecting it a lot that it's 2 wins back to back. These guys are kind of on fire, and they don't probably care if they lose a guy. They're just gonna go at you anyway and run at you. And so it's good to see how they're able to at least get a knock and an opening, but they're not able to hold it there on T1.
Can someone calm them down? Like, is this a thing?
Like they need an ice shower or something like that.
Yeah. Let's do the Mountain Dew, do the Dew moments here as, Yudu Gank has just dominated all of these entire games as we take a look at some of the starting moments of this. A Hacienda circle towards the end is kind of unusual, but quite a common kind of middle-ish circle to start things off, Ross.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite central, the whole circle itself. And we had a good plane to start off, coming in from the northwest, going down to the southeast, meaning that everyone could basically go wherever they wanted.
Yeah.
And we saw that a lot of the teams were spread out, but we had some early engagements, and that led to some of the teams losing a player super early into the game, still when we were parachuting, actually. And it's quite honestly, it's kind of rough to see because there's so much ground to play. You don't need to force these fights, especially when you don't have anything to work with. Most of the times you're going to see them without helmet, without a armor. They run around with maybe just a shotgun.
I love the standoff here between Megastars and Synergy. It was knocks on both sides and some saves and some clutches, some good nades. This one from Zeravi was really good. He managed to get a knock and finish off one of the guys, so they won that kind of fight. But I love these kind of standoffs where you decide, you know what, guys, the other team, the two of the players, they continue to the circle, try to get a but here there's points to fight for. There's fight to be fought for.
I mean, the whole thing was kind of had. They had all the knocks all the time. It was